Friends, welcome to our channel. My name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Hub. If you're stopping by for the first time, you're welcome. Please hit on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever we upload new videos. So guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a pin cushion. If this is what you want to learn, then keep watching. So I actually used a round surface, okay, something that has a round surface, okay. So can you see that plate? That was what I used, that breakable plate. That was what I used, and it is measuring 6.75. so you can look for anything that has a round surface that you can just place on your fabric and trace it out, then cut it out. So if you actually want to make the same size like my own, you're going to need a round surface that is measuring 6.75, okay. This long piece is measuring 3.5 by 13.5. so as the video goes on, I'm going to be explaining to you how I got that measurement, okay. And that is the elastic, 1-inch elastic that I'll be using for this tutorial. And you also need your needle and thread. Please pardon my voice, I have cold, so, and I also want to drop this video for you guys. So guys, please, we discovered that this video came out as portrait at the end of the tutorial, so please bear with us and pardon us, okay. Now the first thing you're going to do is to grab the circle, and then you're just going to start creating loose stitches around it, like you can see me do. You're just going to go around it and create loose stitches. Once you're done, you're just going to pull it together. Can you see what I'm doing? A little bit, not all together. You still leave a opening there because you're going to stuff that piece, okay. So now you're going to need your fiber. If you have been following this channel, you should know what fiber is. But if you don't have fiber, I got you covered. You can use cotton wool, yes, because fibers are expensive. You can just buy a small pack of cotton wool. You can improvise with it, okay. So once I was done stuffing it in, I'm just going to go ahead and pull it together, okay. So at this point, I'm adding more fiber to it, so I'll just go ahead and pull it together like you can see me do, okay. After pulling it, you're just going to make sure you pull it very well. I actually use nylon thread, not the regular thread, but if you don't have nylon thread, you can use the regular thread, but make sure you double your thread, because in the process of you pulling it, your thread can break or snap, any of it. So after pulling it together, you're just going to go in and out, making sure that you want to secure it very well, okay. So you just pass your needle and thread through and pull it very well and go out again. Just go in and out as many times as possible so that it is well secured, okay. So at this point, I'm just trying to secure it. I was done pulling it very well together, and then I'm just securing it, and then here we have it. So now this long piece that is measuring 3.5 by 13.5, I folded it into two, and then I just stitch alongside with 1/2 inch. So after that, you're just going to use your safety pin like this and turn it inside out, like you can see me do. So I'm just turning it inside out with my pin. So this is what we got when I was done turning it inside out. So make sure that the seam allowance is facing up. You can decide to iron iron it, but there's no need of you ironing it because you're still going to need your elastic. You're going to pass elastic inside. So to get the length of your elastic, just measure around your wrist. For me, is measuring 6.25. Make sure it is very firm, okay? Make sure it is firm. And then I use that 6.25 to cut out my elastic. I didn't add any allowance to it, but if you want your own to be very free and loose, you can add 1 inch allowance to it, okay? So how I got this long piece, I multiplied that 6.25, which is my wrist measurement, times 2, and then I added 1 inch allowance to it. Okay, 6.25 multiplied by 2 is 12.5. Okay, so I added 1 inch allowance to it, making it 30.5. I hope that is clear. Multiply your wrist measurement times 2 plus 1 inch. That's how I got this long piece that is measuring 3.5 by 30.5. So at this point, I'm just passing in my 1 inch elastic into this long strip. Okay, so once I was done passing, I'm just going to secure the part like you can see me illustrate on the screen, and also secure the other part. Okay, after that, I'll just put both of them together and stitch them together. Okay, at this point I was done stitching. Then we're just going to flip it like this. Can you see what I did? The seam allowance will be facing inside. Okay, so now you're just going to pick the first ball, let's call it ball, that you created with your fibers and everything. You're just going to start tacking them together. So you place it on the seam allowance that you stitch on this part that has the elastic. Going to place it middle to center point, and then you're just going to keep tacking it together. Take your time. This part is going to take you a little while to tack, but be patient. Tack it very well, very firmly. So at this point I was done tacking. Can you see I'm even pulling it to know if it is well tacked and well secured? So I just went ahead to put my pins, and then I wore it. Can you see that it is very easy to wear and it is firm? So just measure your wrist round and multiply it by 2, then add 1 inch to it. Here I have small ones that are already made. They are measuring 5.5. The circle is 5.5. So if you have the right value, please subscribe, like this video, and give us a thumbs up. It's Esther. Don't stop learning, keep learning. See you in the next one. Bye.